I don't know what little angel was protecting us, but we were surrounded by police the whole day, and we got away with everything. Nobody knew we were high. My name is Craig Anderson. I'm 66 years old. What defines me is my wife, my children, my social connections that I have. I was on the grand jury, and that was interesting. I give blood, and I find that that's helpful to society in general. I try to live each day with a positive enthusiasm, and I'm always willing to help others. I started surfing when I was about 6, and that's when there were really big surfboards. And these boards, when I was so little, that my friend and I, he'd take one end, I'd take the other. And when you're little, when you're 6, 7 years old, we would just go, and we'd be lucky to get up on our knees and steer this way or that way. But as I got older, I got bigger, the boards got smaller. And then by the time I was 16, I had a driver's license, and my dad had a truck. And so I would toss the boards in the back of the truck and go surfing. And I would take off early in the morning and go surfing before school. And I'd be late to school quite a bit. Then when I was 16 years old, my parents were really stupid, and I thought they didn't know anything. So I went down to Lincoln Savings and Loan, cashed my savings account, closed it out. I had $80, and that was enough to get a one-way ticket to Hawaii with $20 in my pocket. And I took my surfboard, stuffed inside a sleeping bag, and a couple shirts and a pair of shorts, and I ran away to Hawaii. One day, the lady I was living with, her name's Dana, and she said, "It's a full moon, let's go to the top of Haleakala, and it's a big volcano." And I says, "Okay." And so we drove up, we got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we drove up the volcano, and we got to the rim, and we walked up to the rim of the volcano, and it was unbelievable. We had come out of the fog, and as the full moon sank over the edge of the volcano, the sun was rising exactly opposite. The clouds had come to the low points in the caldera of the volcano, in the rim of the volcano, and they were coming down, and it looked like waterfalls. They were sinking into the bottom of the volcano. So it was 40 years ago, and I still get the vision in my head. It was just so incredible. It was really amazing. I have a couple of friends named Johnny. They're both named Johnny. The Johnnies and I and these 4 girls said, "Let's go to Disneyland." So at 7:30 in the morning, we took off, and we were going down the Artesia Freeway when somebody started passing around mushrooms, magic mushrooms. And somebody else fired up a joint, and so we were getting high and eating mushrooms. Got to Disneyland. We paid the $5 to go park in the parking lot, and Boston Johnny screwed up. He took off and hung a left, and we went out in the middle of the parking lot, and everybody started tumbling out, and I'm sure clouds of smoke were emerging. All of a sudden, we're surrounded by security police with little golf carts, and a guy had a $5 bill and gave it to Johnny and said, "It's time for you to go." And he started to argue, and I said, "Don't you dare argue, let's go." When we went out, I said, "Just pull into the hotel." And so we went to the Disneyland Hotel, and I said, "We're going to go upstairs to the restaurant." And they said, "We're not that hungry." I said, "Follow me." We went past the restaurant, and we got on the monorail, we didn't have to buy tickets to get into the park. And we're all having a great time. We're all experiencing wonderful stuff. About 10 o'clock, come to find out that it's Los Angeles County Law Enforcement Day. And so we're surrounded by cops everywhere. And we're... and then we find out that Disneyland Resort closes at 8 o'clock. It's like, oh man, whatever, okay. And I had noticed that when we came in, across the street from Disneyland is the Anaheim Convention Center. Van Morrison was playing that night. He had a concert going. And so we got up back on the monorail. We went back to the hotel. We went to the convention center, and there really wasn't any place to park. We parked in the back lot. We went to the front, and they were sold out. The concert was sold out. And so my buddy John, he says, let's shake some doors. So we started knocking on doors. About the fourth door that we knocked on, some guy opened the door, and all he saw were these girls. And, oh, we're here to see the band. That's all they said. So we're here to see the band. So come on in. So we didn't have passes. We just walked in, and we go into this room, and here's the band with, Van Morrison's only like 5'2". He's a little guy. Anyway, he's chatting up a couple of the girls that we had brought with us, and we got to stand. We never got a seat, but we stood on the side of the stage and watched the whole concert. And that was pretty amazing. I don't know what little angel is protecting us, but we were surrounded by police the whole day, and we got away with everything. Nobody knew we were high. Even though I had been to Disneyland many, many times, that was the strangest time I've ever been to Disneyland. I'd never had that kind of experience going to a concert. I believe life is more evolution than revolution. There's different parts of life, right? You have the physical, emotional, spiritual, and it all works in harmony together. Your life evolves and it changes over time. Some people rebel and become angry and destroy, and other people adapt and create and make a positive difference in the world. And that's the key to leading a good life, is have you made a positive difference to your family, your community, your country? Because anybody can destroy. Destruction is easy. Creation is hard, right? And that's what you really want to see. In this life, everybody creates their own happiness or misery. I truly believe that. And if you want to have a happy life, be a good person and do good things for others, and life will be good. I don't need notoriety. I need peace and love and contentment, enjoyment. Life is pretty simple. It doesn't have to be complicated.